Hey friends, welcome back to OG Universe. Thank you so much for stopping by, spending some time with me as we take a look at my latest toy surgery results. These patients pulled through like champs. We had some really good times making these kind of custom figures. So basically, toy surgery is my verbiage for customizing your action figures, making them more to your liking, some very easy to do customization that anyone can do. All you gotta do is boil and pop, maybe a slight repaint, add a little bit of a new neck peg if necessary, but this is simple, easy stuff to do. I've done a lot of videos and shorts regarding toy surgery, so check those out. I'll walk you through some step-by-step instructions on how to do it. Some of my surgeries do get a little bit more technical, like my definitive Superman, but we're going to be doing a brand new video on making our definitive Justice Lord Superman. Just got that 2-pack recently from GameStop with Superman and the Kryptonite Batman Beyond. I am so excited to share that with you guys. We're going to do some slight modifications to improve the quality of that figure. So without any further ado, let's take a look at what we did here. We'll start things off with our Red Hood. Red Hood is one of my favorite characters, and we got this Red Hood from the Gotham Knights video game. I don't think these figures sold very well because I was able to pick this one up really cheap at my GameStop. I picked up two of them for probably about $12 each, which was a great deal. But this figure did have some issues. So the first thing you want to do, if you want to go for this look, you got to swap out the hands. It came with some very small fists and some literally like this pew pew hands. No guns, no armament. So we had to change that. Now, I definitely recommend if a figure doesn't come with any additional hands, you're going to have to boil and pop those hands to get them off that peg. This figure in particular, his peg was extremely small and delicate. So you've got to make sure you boil and pop the hands off. And then when you're adding new hands, boil these hands, make sure they're moldable, they're soft, and you can put them in with no problem. So now he has two gun holding hands, some trigger fingers going on, which definitely helps the look of Red Hood. He's got to have some armament, so to speak. And then with the head, I took the Amazon exclusive 5-pack Red Hood battle damaged helmet, swapped it out on this, and I think it looks awesome. I really like the way this looks. This is definitely your very tough looking Red Hood. But one thing I thought was really great, I've seen him in a couple Titans issues of some of the miniseries where he's unmasked and he has a very particular look. So I didn't put this head on all the way, but it does fit really good. It has an extended neck peg on this body. So if you're looking to do some toy surgery and some neck swaps, this Gotham Knights Red Hood does have an extremely long neck peg. Will be very helpful if you're working on some Supermans using that hush body. But we got some alternate heads here that are from the Connor Kent Superboy, and I think look great for that unmasked version of Red Hood. You want a bit more of a happier look, a little stoic, you got that option. Or if you want to go full angry, you got this one, which looks awesome. This looks great. It does work perfectly. I have boiled and popped these ones and made sure they fit into the peg for the video just to do the swap outs. I didn't push the peg all the way into the head sculpt, but man, that's an easy one. It looks great. No modifications needed, and you got a really stellar unmasked Jason Todd Red Hood figure all set to go. So we'll move him off to the side, and then we'll take a look at another one that's super easy to do, and that is this one here. So this is almost my definitive Nightwing. Almost. We got to do one more thing to make this work, and I think it's the perfect rendition of Nightwing that we're going to get from the DC Multiverse. So this is the G1 body buck that we saw in one of the initial releases back in 2020 when McFarlane Toys first initialized the DC Multiverse. This is a great looking Nightwing body buck. It's fluid, it's proportionate, great articulation throughout. The only thing that's kind of holding it back is these ugly ball joints. Now those are very easy. We're going to swap those out. We're going to find an appropriate foot and ball peg connection that suits my liking. I really do kind of like these chunky boots, but don't like those ball pegs. Easy, boil and pop. If you watch my Dr. Fate tutorial, I fixed those broken wrist pegs and those hands. Boil and pop, it's all you gotta do. Very simple, very easy. But I really like the way that this Nightwing looks. This is from the Amazon 5-pack. As you can see, he's got some really cool paint effects with the knuckle dusters. He comes with his eskrima sticks and a place to hold them, which is fantastic. Every Nightwing needs this. So McFarlane, please ensure Fusion Nightwings, sticks, and a place to put them on his back. And what we did, we simply swapped out the Titans Beast Boy Nightwing figure and put this head sculpt on him. It's the head sculpt that's from that figure. It looks tremendous. It really has this smirking characteristic. He looks kind of cocky and just kind of how I picture Nightwing to be. Now the original head on this body was this guy here. Yeah, it's not the best head sculpt, I'm sorry to say. The skin texture is phenomenal. It's cast in this really nice plastic. The mask is painted beautifully. The head sculpt, or the hair, looks great. Just that gritting teeth just didn't do it for me. And I put them on the Titans Beast Boy body buck here, just to put them on. I didn't want to have this figure without a head, I guess. But, you know, this one, no sticks, no place to put them, just closed fist, which are painted nicely with that streak of blue going all the way into the hands. But I think I might swap out these feet and that ball peg to go onto this figure. So we'll stay tuned. We'll probably do that once I find that solution to the peg issue and that ball peg foot. We'll have a pretty much definitive Nightwing, in my opinion. So yeah, a little bit of a disappointing head. An absolutely spectacular one that really makes this Nightwing figure pop and look awesome. Now we'll take a look at another one. So at Amazon 5-pack, man, it had some awesome figures. I picked it up probably almost a year ago. Well worth it. I paid maybe, I don't know, $170, $160 Canadian, but it has some awesome figures in that collection. Hopefully we'll see another kind of Batman 5-pack or another 5-pack. Hopefully we're going to get that Death and Return of Superman with the entire kind of collection of Steel, Cyborg Superman, Superboy, excuse me, and of course the Eradicator. Maybe we'll throw in a Solar Suit Superman as well. You never know. But this one, this version of Red Hood is kind of like almost like he's trying to take over the Gotham Underground, like he did in the Under the Red Hood comic book series. I really like the way this figure looks. He's more imposing. He's got a machine gun. He's got his handgun. He's got some armaments to do some damage. And this head sculpt is from the Gotham Knights Red Hood, and I really think it suits this body buck much better than the original. The original sat way too low, gave him a stumpy neck, and the funny thing is, it did have a longer neck peg. I think that head sculpt was just very shallow. It was just didn't sit well onto the body, for my own opinion. But this worked out great. You got tons of motion. You didn't have to do any kind of neck peg swapping out. Just a simple boil and pop, and you got some really great motion and a really dynamic look for this version of Red Hood. This is my Red Hood before he joins the Bat family. He's the, a bit of a criminal. He does some killing. He's taken over the Gotham underworld, and that's a great storyline. Under the Red Hood, definitely check it out. One of the best. If you're a fan of Red Hood, a must read. But yeah, he turned out really good. Now, he did come with an alternate head in that Amazon 5-pack, and I use that one on my Robin. Turns out great. I really like the way this looks. This is definitely my definitive Robin, in the sense that this is a Robin that could be either Jason Todd or Dick Grayson, that continued on with the moniker of Robin, didn't switch up to Red Hood, didn't switch to Nightwing, and just really a little bit older version that looks awesome. This head sculpt fits it perfectly. I did have to swap out the neck peg for an extended neck peg because it was just too short and gave him that stumpy neck. But man, it looks awesome. I think these two figures look really good. They'll look great on your shelf together. Red Hood, Jason Todd, awesome. And then we got some Batmans. Yeah, we gotta do some Batmans, man. This one in particular, I did so many swap outs, so many things, changed them up quite a few times, but I think I've landed on this look. That's gonna probably be it for this body buck. So this is the Dawn of Justice Ben Affleck Batman versus Superman body buck that was released earlier this year. I really do like the body buck. It did have some limitations in the sense that, well, it wasn't painted on the back, which is unfortunate, but the cape is really long, so it covers up the back. I like that a lot. This cape is awesome. But what we did with this is a simple boil and pop. We swatched out the neck pegs. It came with an extremely long neck peg that didn't look good on the original figure. Put a smaller neck peg in, something kind of like this one here. So it's not the biggest neck peg. It does fit extremely well. Boil and pop, always make sure you boil and pop that neck peg so it comes off easy, goes in easy, and it just suits the body proportions much better. So this head came from the Batman Michael Keaton version from the Flash movie, and I think this is just a great extension, kind of like a what if Elseworlds. If you decided maybe you want to have Michael Keaton in the next Batman movie, maybe he went to this kind of more traditional costume, this head sculpt would really make this figure work if that's what you're looking for. For me, I was thinking more of the classic Kenner figures, those 5 points of articulation that came out for the Batman movie, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin. And those are some fun figures from my childhood. I really enjoyed them, but I think I'm kind of going for that look almost. There was one Batman, I believe it was like a sonar Batman, had a backpack with a radar dish, and he had the gray and black. It was the only figure that was gray and black, and I had to have it. And I played the hell out of that figure. It was such a good time. And this is kind of paying homage, tribute to that figure. Really simple to do. I painted the trunks black because they were a uniform gray. Wanted to make it stand out as more of a traditional Batman. And that's really it. I added some silver paint to the grapple gun just to make it stand out from that black casted plastic. And it turned out really well. Lots of range of motion in the neck. It turned out super good. And yeah, just boil and pop. Swap out a shorter neck peg from the original figure. And you got a really outstanding looking Michael Keaton Batman. If he continued on the legacy, continued on as Batman, maybe he'll swap out his costume to a more traditional one. And that is a killer head sculpt, really well done. So, and then our final figure that we did, and this is the Batman from the Flash movie, Body Buck. I really like this costume. I don't have the 89 version yet. Kind of contemplating getting the Batmobile and getting that figure. So I think I really do want that figure since I missed out on the 6-pack. But this one was a super easy head swap. This head is from the Arkham City Batman 2.0 version. Awesome head sculpt. Not the best body. The body buck was a little bit terrible. It was really showing its age. G1, some ugly bicep cuts, ugly cuts in the abdomen, and it just didn't look good in my opinion. But the head sculpt, man, absolutely stellar. And it works on this body buck perfectly. Didn't have to swap out any neck pegs. And again, it kind of harkens back to those Kenner figures. And that's what I was really going for, an all black kind of almost movie version, but a little bit of a comic book version with this head sculpt and the whited pupils. It looks great. Another thing I did, because to break up the monotony of the color, it was just plain black. I repainted the belt. I just put a little bit of a brushed gold on there. I didn't want to use yellow because I think yellow just stands out too much. I don't like yellow in action figures. It just makes it look too cheap. Kind of like a toy, which it is, but kind of a lower end toy, so to speak. But I think this worked out really good. You know, super easy to do. Just a little bit of gold paint, a head swap, and you're off to the races. And you got some really unique and fun, easy to do custom, some fun toy surgery. Had a great time doing it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope you guys, you know, maybe this inspires you to do your own surgery. I'd love to see what you guys are up to and what you're doing out there. So definitely drop me a line. Let me know in the comments what kind of figures you're working on and how your customs are turning out. I definitely would love to see some of those. We all inspire each other. I can learn from you. Hopefully you can learn a couple things and maybe even take these figures into your collection as well. So guys, I truly appreciate you watching this video, sticking through. And guys, thank you for all the likes, comments, and the subs. It's been really flattering to get so many comments, and we just broke about 1,100, I believe. So that's awesome. Thank you guys. I'm really having a great time doing this. I appreciate all the feedback, and I just want to try and do my best to give you a little something different for the DC Multiverse reviews, and take my own spin on it, do some toy surgery, have some fun shorts. And doing this channel has actually made me like my figure collection even more. A lot of the figures were just on my wall or on my shelf, so to speak, and I didn't really open up a lot of them or played around with them and had some fun. And that's what I'm doing doing this YouTube channel, I've learned to appreciate these figures so much, and I'm having so much fun doing some epic battles, some fun shorts, playing around with these figures, doing some toy surgery, and really, when it comes down to it, just enjoying my collection. So, guys, thank you so much. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, guys.